dangers are still high in California. Hello everybody, I'm Talking Tom, and with me as always is Talking Man.
Residents of the waterfront town of Lakeport fled yesterday after a major flare-up of two fires that combined across Mendocino and Lake counties that destroyed at least 4 homes.
More than 4,500 buildings were under threat, officials said. The two fires had blackened 122 square kilometers with minimal containment.
Meanwhile, over in Redding, officials struck a hopeful tone for the first time in days as the car fire slowed following days of explosive growth.
But it comes with tragedy. County Sheriff Tom Bazenko said authorities found a 6th victim of the blaze at a home that was consumed by flames, though he declined to say where.
The victim's identity has not yet been released at this time.
The Sheriff's Department is also investigating 7 missing persons reports. Redding police have an additional 11 reports of missing people.
Meanwhile, over in northeastern Ontario, firefighters there are dealing with their own fire problems.
According to the province's Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry, there are 39 active fires burning across the region, including Parry Sound 33, which has grown to 8,973 hectares.
The ministry says 14 of those fires are not under control and is inching closer to the Trans-Canada Highway, which is currently open to drivers.
Alright, moving on, and funerals for the 2 people killed in a shooting rampage on Toronto's Danforth Avenue a week ago will be held today.
Reese Fallon, 18, will be laid to rest in Scarborough, while 10-year-old Juliana Cassis' funeral is being held at a Greek Orthodox church in Markham.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected to attend Fallon's funeral.
Both events are private, but mourners continue to pay tribute at a growing memorial at the site of the July 22nd shooting.
Moving on, and body camera footage released yesterday showed the failed police shooting of an armed man during a frantic foot pursuit.
The video was ordered to be released by Minnesota officials in the interest of transparency after 2 other high-profile deadly police shootings in the States.
We're only going to show a portion of the video because of copyright reasons, but before we do, a warning, this video contains disturbing images, so viewer discretion is advised.
He's got a gun. Put your f***ing hands up now! Stop! Put your f***ing hands up!
Alright, we're going to move on here with breaking news. Senator Rand Paul said today he would support U.S. Supreme Court nominee Judge Brett Kavanaugh after meeting with him last week.
In a statement, Paul said, "My conversation with Judge Kavanaugh reinforces my belief that he will evaluate cases before the Supreme Court from a textual and originalist point of view."
We have the full statement on our website.
Before we take a first look at Talking City's most accurate forecast, we just want to let you know, folks, that we have received a minor update to our news graphics.
Our intro music has changed to one from Music Candy's news production package, the package which we used in the Season 4 premiere.
In addition, the Tom and Ben News logo has moved from the bottom right to the bottom left. These will be our graphics for the rest of the season.
Hey folks, it's your live meteorologist here. It's time for the first look at Talking City's most accurate forecast. So, for the majority of this week, we'll be seeing sunny skies. Occasionally, they will be mixed with sun and cloud. But there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms heading into the weekend. I'll have that, plus your full forecast, including a cool down in the middle of this week, coming up.
Alright, thank you for that. Coming up next, Answers at Last, the latest MH370 report.
Also, tragedy in Vietnam on the way to a wedding. All that and more when Talking Tom Ben News continues.
Where can you find a burger inspired by flavors from near and far that mixes the smoky with the sass of the South? Combines the sweetness of summer with the tang of the country for savory, sizzling, unexpected flavors. Well, you can find it at McDonald's. The new Bacon Smokehouse Burger. It's the newest flavor of the signature crafted recipes by McDonald's.
Alright, welcome back. Authorities are offering up to $20,000 in reward money for tips that help solve the slaying of a woman in a military base in Georgia.
Army investigators say 24-year-old Aubrey Boykin was found dead July 10th at her home on Fort Stewart, southwest of Savannah.
She was the wife of a soldier who was deployed to Afghanistan at the time of her death.
The Army Criminal Investigation Command and the FBI announced the reward in news release today.
The cash is being offered for information leading to an arrest and conviction in Boykin's death.
Authorities are also looking for Boykin's 2018 black Honda Accord that was missing from her home when her body was found.
Missing Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 was likely steered off course deliberately by someone and flew over the southern Indian Ocean for over 7 hours after communications were severed, according to a safety report into the disaster released today.
The report by a 19-member international team provided no firm conclusions about what happened, and the head of the MH370 safety investigation team said more definite answers could come if the plane wreckage and black boxes are found.
The Boeing 777 carrying 239 people from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing vanished March 8, 2014, and is presumed to have crashed in the far southern Indian Ocean.
A rape and kidnapping suspect has been arrested after forcing officers on a high-speed chase during which he crashed into an innocent driver, Georgia police say.
The Marietta Police Department said the collision occurred yesterday morning close to the intersection of South Cobb Drive near Fairground Street in Marietta.
During his attempt to escape, suspect Andrew Heads, 27, merged into oncoming traffic and hit another car head-on, police told Fox 5 Atlanta.
Both drivers were then sent to Kennestone Hospital for medical attention.
An Arizona man slit the throat of his grandmother yesterday because he was sick of caring for the 81-year-old, police said.
Brandon Smith, 30, was booked on a first-degree premeditated murder charge after his grandmother, Helen Smith, was found dead inside her Chandler house around 3:30 a.m.
Smith allegedly carried out the killing because he was angry about being the only person caring for his grandmother who suffered from dementia, Fox 10 reported.
Police said Smith punched the 81-year-old in the face first before deciding to end her life when she was unconscious.
Smith grabbed a kitchen knife and slashed his grandmother's throat while she was in a bathtub, police said.
Police were called to the house and found the grandmother dead. Smith was taken into custody at a nearby location.
Hey everybody, I'm your live meteorologist here. It's time for Talking City's most accurate forecast. For today, we'll be seeing sunny skies. They will become a mix of sun and cloud this afternoon with a high of 28, humidity of 31, UV index will be 80 or very high, so be prepared for that sunscreen too. Tonight we'll be seeing partly cloudy skies, but they will clear up overnight. We'll see a low of 18. Tomorrow, sunny skies again, but they will become a mix of sun and cloud near noon. Winds out of the southwest, 20 clicks in the afternoon. See a high of 29, humidity index 32. UV index will be 80 or very high. For Wednesday, we'll be seeing a cool down in store, but we will rebound from it. But as we head into the weekend, we're pulling in some chances of showers and thunderstorms, especially Saturday. There's a good chance of showers too. But other than that, we're pretty good until the weekend. That's it for your forecast. Now back to you.
Alright, thanks for that. Now let's send it over to Talking Paul. He has your sports report right now. Thank you very much. Hello everybody, I'm Talking Paul. It's time for your sports report. We begin with breaking news out of the CFL. The Saskatchewan Roughriders have released running back Jerome Messam after he was charged with voyeurism, the CFL says. A tweet from the Roughriders organization says Messam has been criminally charged after an incident in November 2016. The club says since this is a legal matter, we will not be commenting further. Moving on to the NHL, and Flames great Jerome Igna, who spent 16 of his 20 NHL seasons in Calgary, announced his retirement today. The 41-year-old is the franchise leader in goals, points, games played, and game-winning goals. He would go on to become one of the biggest fan favorites in Calgary, registering 525 goals and 570 assists from 1996 to 2013. And in MLB, we got quite a lineup today. The Phillies will take on the Red Sox, the Indians will take on the Twins, Rangers face the Diamondbacks, Marlins take on the Braves, Rockies take on the Cardinals, and the Blue Jays will be taking on the Athletics. That's your sports report. Now back to you. Alright, thanks for that, Ball. Abgoon and 12 members of his family have died in a bus crash on his wedding day, the Vietnamese government has said.
4 others were injured when a 16-seater bus collided head-on with a large container truck in Quang Nam, central Vietnam.
The group were driving to a wedding party from Quan Tri Province to the bride's home in Binh Dinh Province during the early hours of the couple's wedding day.
The crash happened at about 2:30 a.m. local time today.
10 victims were killed instantly, the government said in a statement. 3 others, including the groom, died on the way to hospital.
Before we leave tonight, this is the last episode in a 3-day series of Talking Tom Men News episodes.
The next episode won't be uploaded until Thursday due to a Thunder Bay trip tomorrow, so you'll have to wait a little bit.
Anyways, that will do it for us here on Talking Tom Men News. I'm Talking Ben and he is Talking Tom. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.